Alright gamers, now that we have this NZXT build kit, well, all built, let's go ahead and talk about some benchmarks real quick. Now we decided to test this PC in a couple of titles, those being Call of Duty Warzone, Back 4 Blood, Apex Legends, and Borderlands 3. First up in Warzone, we tested at 1440p, along with all the other games we did test at 1440p. On high settings, we averaged 90 plus FPS. We really start to see that the 3060 Ti is a very underrated 1440p card, especially if you're playing games that support DLSS. You could easily get a good 1440p 144 or 165Hz experience with this sort of configuration. And do keep in mind, with this build kit, you will be getting an 11400, not a 10400 like we have in this video. So expect slightly more results in games that are more CPU dependent because of the improved clock speed of 11th gen Intel. Next up, in Back 4 Blood at 1440p on max settings, we averaged 100 plus FPS. This game isn't very hard to run, but when you do play it on max settings, it looks pretty good and gives a good throwback to you Left 4 Dead fans out there who really want to play a newer Left 4 Dead title. This is as close as we're going to get, and it's actually a lot of fun, so definitely consider giving it a shot, and it will run smoothly, no problems whatsoever. Next up, in Apex Legends at 1440p max settings with the frame rate limit removed, we averaged about 130 plus FPS, sometimes hitting 170. Esports titles will be no problem with this PC, and if you have that 3060 Ti, you can easily live stream as well using that NVENC encoder. You got plenty of RAM, a solid CPU. Really, NZXT is an awesome build here that you can build yourself, and it's easily able to get into content creation without any problems whatsoever. To give you some perspective, this PC would be perfectly fine to run our YouTube channel and live streams, no problems whatsoever. So if you're looking to get into, well, YouTube, Twitch, or anything like that, definitely consider this PC. And last but certainly not least is Borderlands 3 on high settings at 1440p, which is our AAA benchmark of choice. We averaged 88 FPS. Lowering the settings a little bit will get you close to 100 plus FPS if that's what you're looking for, but at 1440p, getting 80 FPS in Borderlands 3 is still pretty impressive. And overall, I'm very happy with this build. It's not the blingiest build in the world. If you're someone who absolutely loves RGB, NZXT didn't really go crazy with that here, but you get a easy to build process that's super fun, and if you're a beginner, definitely consider picking this thing up, especially if you're just scared to, well, build a PC in general. You'll have NZXT's customer support, you have the built-in book and all the stuff that we showed you that allows you to build the PC very easily, and it gives you all the tools you need. This would also make a very, very cool gift for somebody who's wanting to get into PC gaming and you want to give them a learning experience instead of just buying them a pre-built. So definitely check the link down below to pick this thing up if you're interested, and yeah, let's bring Jackson back in here to wrap this video up real quick.